Good evening. Monday, April 10th, 2023. Palestinian boy shot dead by Israeli troops in West Bank refugee camp. Teenager killed and two others wounded during Israeli arrest operation amid escalating tensions. Israeli troops have fatally shot a 15 years old Palestinian boy and wounded two other people during an arrest operation in the West Bank refugee camp, as tensions continued to escalate in the occupied territories. Mohammed Baham was shot in the head, chest, and abdomen in the Akabat Jabri camp near Jericho, according to local Palestinian official Hani Obeidad, who called it an unjustifiable crime. A video showed him lying dead on a stretcher in the hospital, his head bandaged and his mother wailing as she leaned over his body. The Israeli army confirmed its forces were operating in the camp to apprehend a terror suspect and said that violent riots and broke out. It said its troops had responded with live ammunition and intensified hits, and after Palestinians opened fire on them and threw explosive devices and Molotov cocktails. Meanwhile, clashes broke out between Palestinians and Israeli soldiers in the northwest bank as thousands of far-right settlers joined by 7 ministers and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet strategy and marched to advance plans for a new settlement on what local residents and rights groups say is private Palestinian property. According to Palestinian Authority official Ghassan Douglas, dozens of Palestinians were treated for ounce from Harvard-coated metal bullets and tear gas, and they tried to disrupt the settler foray onto Jabal Safir, south of Nablus. The settlers who tried to take over the area last year but left under an interim agreement with the government referred to the same areas as Eliatar. Mustafa Baghloti, a veteran Palestinian political figure, said, "We are sitting on the explosive barrel. Anything in the Al-Aqsa Mosque or an attack here and there can explode the situation." Israeli-Palestinian tensions have started since last week when the police raided the Al-Aqsa, Jerusalem Flashpoint Mosque, and the third holiest site in Islam, whose explained is also revered as Judaism's holiest site for housing their biblical temples. Israeli forces were filmed clubbing Palestinians inside, touching off broad condemnations across the region and triggering rocket attacks from Gaza and Lebanon, to which Israel responded with airstrikes. Police say that the raid was needed to prevent a violent disturbance. Separately, Israeli troops kept up their pursuit of the Palestinian gunman who killed two British Israeli sisters, Rina Dean, 15, and her sister Maya, 20, in a shooting attack Friday in the northwest bank. Their mother, Lucy, died on Monday after being wounded in the attack. A day later, an Italian tourist, Alessandro Parini, was killed after he was run over by a Palestinian citizen of Israel on a Tel Aviv promenade.
وقف في جيش وناس طابشوا حجار، ووقفت السيارة، نزلت صابوا أول واحد، عملنا حطيناه في الامبلانس، قدمت له قدام شوي بعد ما انسحبوا الجيش إلا في ولد مرمي على الأرض، يقولوا في واحد مرمي على الأرض، فجيت له هو ابني، حملناه وجبناه المستشفى.
ولاد الحرام على التحام دخوا براسي. يما شو بده يصير يا حبيبتي؟ شو بده يصير فينا يما؟ احنا شعب شو بده يصير فينا يما الفلسطينيين؟
ماسكين لك فوق. احنا لو هيك تمشيخ طبعا تمشيخ.
The problem in the Middle East called Israel. Israel is a bigger problem in this region. Yes, and Israel is this big problem. Israel is the cancer in the Middle East. Yes, the cancer. The United Nations, the worst thing the United Nations did in his history called Israel state. That region is the Palestinian region. The Palestine, after the war, second war, a million Jewish were to Israel, to Palestine. And after this war, the United Nations decided to found the new state for the Jewish. Okay, the famous Canaan. But that region was occupied by Islam or Muslims, by Palestinians. But the United Nations, for them, no matter. Palestine and the Jewish together in peace. After wars, conflict, violence between them, Israel occupied Palestinian lands. This settlement in the West Bank and the Gaza is the Palestine territories. But in my opinion, the great problem in that region in the Middle East called Israel in USA, because Israel, USA is the same, it's the same thing. The United Nations must to create the Palestine state, the capital in Jerusalem. Yes, Jerusalem as a capital for the new Palestine state. not Israel. The capital of Israel called Tel Aviv, or Jerusalem, separate to Palestine and Israel, the state city, independent. I doubt this problem someday will be resolved. I doubt, unfortunately, because the Israeli troops continue to attack the Palestine. The Israeli people occupied the Palestine lands. The building walls, the separate, the apartheid is the name, apartheid, the Israel apartheid, the shame. Palestine free and go down Israel. Palestine, Palestine, Palestine free. Thank you very much for watching my new video. Subscribe, comment, sharing this video. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.